agenda in the chat. If you would like to follow along on your screen, I'll also share my screen.
Live streaming is on.
Sorry. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I really have to update this server.
Live streaming is on.
See you from near. I think you're cool, man.
Yeah, I use my webcam for my 3D printer now, so I don't have it on my desktop PC, so I need something a face. But you get better audio.
Oh my god. That's the future, guys.
It's the present.
Watch out. Oh my god. Amazing. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Cool, I got some nods and a thumbs up. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with check-ins. I think everyone that's on the call has been here before, but just as a reminder, you can use your turn to share any updates you have. If you want to share how you're feeling in this moment, anything you need to chest to be more present with us on this call. And then if you'd like to give praise on your turn to your fellow Givethers. Who would like to get started today?
I'll jump in.
All right, Danny.
Yeah, I'm feeling excellent. I'm back in the valley. I do have a little scheduling update to share looking ahead. Around May 10th, I'm going to be going on a little adventure. So I will be less accessible for at least a week starting on May 10th, very limited availability. It's a very exciting thing. It relates directly to one of the projects that we just put up on Giveth with some indigenous elders coming to Costa Rica. And I've received a beautiful invitation to participate in some work that they're doing, and it feels really important to me. So I'm really glad you guys are all here, and I'm going to rattle off a bunch of praise for who and why. Praise Ashley for her work getting the Regenerative Commons launched, writing a beautiful mission, vision, and values, and holding our first meeting. Gratitude to Marco for whipping up some Powered by Giveth files and sharing some design information that we needed. Praise Kai for joining us for a meeting with the brick makers to talk about how we're going to do some ongoing development around white label stuff. Praise to Mitch, Lauren, Monique, Griff. You guys are rocking the memes. Praise to Kai and Ashley for doing some support on the chat bridge. Or creating a bridge for support, I guess. Praise to Mateo, James, Kai, and Merlin for hacking on a bunch of Giveth 2 development issues this week, knocking them down. Monique, Marco, and Kai also for putting together some stuff on trace reporting and user research. Praise to Bowen and Willie for their airdrop work. A big double praise for Willie for the token education presentation that he gave us. And finally, Willie, Griff, Danny, Ash, Lauren, and Forrest for voting and getting the current contributor allocations up, and the votes up there, and I think it's passed already. Okay, that's what I have, and I'll pass it to Lauren.
Hey everybody. So I guess just the biggest update is I've been spending a lot of time this week getting better at Twitter and trying to do the Giveth Twitter. So that's in progress, but I'm getting better. And so for praise, I'd like to praise Monique, Hannah, and Ashley for joining me for a trace meeting where we talked about all the emails, and hopefully we're going to crank those out soon. And I want to praise Ashley, Danny, Kai, Magenta, and Griff for joining the Regenerative Commons Coalition meeting. It was a lot of fun, and extra praise for Kai for the shark suit because it just makes everyone laugh. I want to praise Ashley, Danny, and Griff as well for like in various ways helping me move and get settled in my new place. Now I have internet, and Ashley made me soup because I was sick yesterday. I want to praise Mitch for managing the Reddit and keeping an eye on the Changemaker campaign and just like having it in his mind and putting a lot of passion and love into it. And I want to praise Willie and Griff for the Give token overview meeting, which was super informative and useful. And I want to praise Magenta for giving me a ton of help and support answering all my questions about Twitter. And I want to praise Marco also for all of the cool new creative design work and also for making covers for the how-to videos that I'm going to make. And I'll pass it to Hannah.
Awesome. Let's see. So update, feeling good. This Sunday is pretty clear. So I was going to try to get like a lot of work done with Giveth. And let's see, update on my end is, one thing is, Willie, if I could chat with you after this meeting or sometime today, I have a few questions on the like token distribution airdrop file. And then let's see, for praise, I would like to praise Willie for the presentation that he gave. Also, I thought that was like super helpful, and it also like great that we recorded it and went through it. So yeah, that is kind of my update. And let's see, I will pass it to Griff.
Too many tabs. Okay. Thank you, guys. I don't have any major updates. I'll just go straight into praise. I want to praise Mohammed and Amin and Ramin and Monique and Cherik and Madi and the other Madi, I think. I want to praise them all for the amazing Giveth Trace updates. Like we have the gas thing going. We have all of the major like pieces that we needed to be like full on beta or beta, and it's just like it's like a new application. It's so much easier to propose milestones, and Marco too for the whole Giveth Trace update it just looks so nice. Also, I want to praise Mitch for always being there for great, honest feedback. Willie for the amazing presentation that he gave on the Give token economy. Lauren for all her countless work doing all the care work, the magic like maintenance that needs to be done on Twitter, pushing dev updates, memes, recording, really like being the transparency of Giveth is really cool. Edu for the great work on the token, and Lansky for his incredible organizational work, and Mitch for supporting Lansky on the DAppNode page and being like one of the main Giveth contributors to the DAppNode push, and Danny, Forrest, and Ashley for getting the smart contract dev job description up. And with that, I'll pass it to Amin.
Hello. I was off for 1 week almost, but during that week, people were working well. I appreciate those. Mike, Mohammed, Ramin, Shorik, he's a big help. Yeah, Monique is doing is filling every unfilled position that we have. He tests for us. He planned for us. He helps us on recruiting and everything. He's a very, very good help for me for managing Giveth Trace. I praise Mohammed for his effort on debugging, because further US1 actually Giveth Trace has been developed to add features during that few months, and we haven't debugged it as far as expected. So it's not reliable. It's not stable yet. And Mohammed put a good effort and find the root causes and debugging transactions and finding the root causes. I want to praise Shorik for very prolific job for his prolific job and designing and fixing UI front-end issues and implementing features, and Ramin for fixing bugs and implementing issues. Sorry for just talking about you straight. I don't follow up other ones, but I want to praise all of you because you are so active on Twitter and marketing, and yeah, and you are so active, and you were for very cool meme on the meme channel. Yeah, I want to pass and also praise James for informing that he doesn't need Giveth 2 doesn't need an API in Argus Trade, and we can close that. Yeah, and yeah, I want to pass it to James.
Thanks, Amin. Hi guys, nice to see you. Generally feeling very exhausted and not super great today. We were celebrating yesterday, so I'm not full power, shall we say. It was my friend's birthday and I needed some energy, shall we say. Yeah, no updates necessarily, specifically, so praise. Yeah, I would like to praise Mitch again for like owning and pushing hard to resolve segment issues. Like it really needed an odor and he's taken that on and continues to push on that. Like it's still not resolved and he's still working on it. That's great. Praise to Matteo for always surprising us with unexpected updates on the Giveth app. More to come on that in the future. I can't say much more, but very exciting. And yeah, I would like to again praise Merlin for his work on the test automation. He's continuing to own this and continuing to push hard on this, and it's not like super simple. There's some real challenges to solve. And yeah, I mean, I guess like I'm not like super cross what everyone is working on this week, so all my praise is dev related. But yeah, I love you all. You're all doing great, and thank you for everything all of you are doing. And we'll leave it there, and I'll pass it to Mitch.
Thanks, James. I don't know, try drinking some orange juice. Usually that helps in the morning. I'll start up with some praise. I like to praise Matteo and James for really helping me with the segment and the impact graph stuff. It's not there, but we're getting close. Praise to Lauren, Forrest, Magenta, and Ashley for really great and productive communication calls. Praise Monique and Amin for staying on top of Giveth Trace. I'd like to add compound praise for Willie for the Give token distribution presentation. And praise to Marco for fantastic UI proposals. And I'm feeling great. Today's going to be awesome. My brother's meeting with me today, so I'm super stoked about that. I'm going to go get him from the airport after this call, so it's good. I'll pass it to Matteo.
Hey everyone, happy Sunday. I'm feeling good, really great actually. As James was mentioning, my update is that I did some technical stuff and it's a little surprise that maybe we will be announcing in a couple of days. It's more technical, but it will make a difference for the application. You will notice. My praise would be especially for Mitch for getting into the development and some work in the impact graph, especially in the segment aspect. Lauren for working hard even when she's feeling really sick. That's amazing. Willie for the Give overview on Friday. Fabio for the impact script that he mentioned and deployed on Friday to test around, and we could see how that's working. James for his hard work and the amazing feedback that he always gives, and Kai for finally assuming the crypto whale persona, because I don't know what that is, but I think he's a crypto whale now. And yeah, that's it. I'll pass it to him.
Hey guys, so nice to see you. Really awesome to spend like the Sunday evening with you. By the way, it's also evening for James. He's way beyond orange juice now. Get a beer, man. That usually helps. That's the German way to hangover. I'm serious. Only one. And I don't want to repeat like what you guys. Yeah, I suck at praise, and you're also great. And so I want to praise Donnie, Lauren, Hannah, Griff, Amin, James, and Mitch for really, and Mateo for praising so hard. You deserved it right back for the stuff you did. I promise I'll do better. I just started a spreadsheet where I will record my praise during the week, where it usually like pops into my head, because I know you take notes. I know you take notes, guys. By the way, this is a VR chat. It has nothing to do with crypto whatsoever. It's free, so you can download it. It might be a bit crazy if I did not have gazillion screens and like was sharing and like piping into my system. Wouldn't be so easy. So I'm not sure how replicable this is. By the way, I got it from Jin, a crazy mastermind who's doing Webverse. If you never heard of Webverse, I will ping you once it's like open for people. I've never checked it out, but he had a great segment on Metagame, how this works. It's a 3D cyberspace for NFTs and crypto, and it's awesome. And yeah, my updates were like I was doing some community work there, like with the brick makers, with Panbala. Spending time in our chat, like doing some little things in our like Discord to hopefully make things better, and I'll continue that way. And I want to give it to another master praiser that I know. He is Willie. You're on.
You're awesome. Hopefully I can make you proud today. I'm also feeling very exhausted and sunburnt after some fun outside yesterday in the sun. Much needed sun. So, but I'm grateful to be here and grateful for all of you. I cannot compete with the big praise that was given today. So I think what I'm going to do is just praise everybody for being here today, for being part of this community, and for all the work you guys put in, most of which I recognize I do not even firsthand, but we see the ultimate results of it, and it comes together to be so beautiful. And so excited for what we're building. And yeah, it really takes a village, and I'm grateful to be in this village with all of you. And I will pass it to Ashley.
Hi, everybody. I'm feeling pretty good today. It's a nice Sunday. Yeah, I guess updates. We talked about it a bit, but the Regenerative Commons Coalition meeting went awesome. It was a lot of fun. And we're going to hold another one this Thursday at 9:30 to kind of finish up. So if you guys wanted to join, I'm going to make an invite and I can post it in the Discord. And then the other update is the Solidity Dev outreach. I've been doing a lot of outreach this week, and we're looking for Solidity Dev and some DMs about it. We've received, I think, 5 applications from cryptojobs.com or cryptojobslistings.com. So that's well on its way. We'll start reviewing some of those. And yeah, I definitely want to praise everybody who was at the meeting and supported me: Kai, Danny, Griff, Lauren, and I want to praise all the people who did projects. I don't know how we would do that in praise, but everybody who submitted their projects for verification and gave us all the feedback on the form. The round 2 went really well, and we were able to pinpoint some places where we can streamline the process a bit more. I want to praise James and Mateo for going on their bug squashing spree and just taking care of a lot of little bugs. Willie for the give back presentation, that was really informative. And I think you guys covered most of the rest, so I will pass it to Forrest.
Ashley, could you repeat the last praise you shared after the project verification? I missed that.
I think it was just doubling up on Willie for the give token thing.
It was James and Mateo for squashing all the bugs.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Lauren. All right. Hey, everyone. I'm feeling, really great and grounded today, productive. You'll see all the updates that I have to share within the agenda as it pertains to Give Token and communications and give backs. So I will jump into praise. I want to praise Willie for his awesome presentation. I felt like that really answered and resolved a lot of questions for everyone. I also want to praise all the participants of the presentation because, yeah, when everyone chooses to use their time to align and come to like a shared understanding of things, I think it really helps like disseminate that information to all the circles. I want to praise Griff and Ashley and myself for the project verification party round 2. I would like to praise Danny and Maxim and the Giveth team. I was like really jazzed to hear about all the progress and development on our last community call, and I'm excited about the doodle poll and getting to see a deeper dive, like, yeah, how our first white label project can take what we're doing here and like expand it and, you know, customize it in ways. And then I would like to what's going on with my computer? I would like to praise Mitch for his autopilot and segment work. Really grateful for that. And also Mitch for, stepping up and offering to support some of our other like busy bandwidth team members. I know he's often offering his support in our communications calls and like volunteering for things. So I just really want to recognize that. Okay, I think that's all my praise for today. Has anyone not gone that's on the call? Let me just take a look at who's here. I think Hannah's already gone.
I think
cool. I think that looks like it. Hannah has gone. Amin has gone.
Me.
Is Monique on the call though? Monique hasn't gone.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Forrest. I'm happy and but a little bit tired, and you know it's about 9 p.m. right now, and I woke up before, so I'm a little bit tired. But yeah, I have a short hiking at the on the Friday, and it was very good. So I would like to praise Muhammad and Amin and Ramin for their contribution on Trace. You know, they're very busy for solving bugs and issues. I would like to also praise Hadi for their help me during this, for his help during this sprint. I would like to praise Lauren, Ashley, and Danny, and also Marco for their contribution, for their testing, for the meetings that they helped me to help me for writing user stories and, you know, email overhaul and all of this stuff. And I hope I didn't miss anyone. I would like to spend more times with all of you, especially Kay. I bet it make me happier. But you know, I don't know about the other projects, and I'd also love to praise all of you. Thank you. I will pass it again to Forrest.
Thank you so much, Monique. And ditto. I would love to spend more time with you and get to know you better as well. But thanks for all your contributions on Trace. Okay, so digging into the agenda here, just want to give a quick reminder about Gaia Gives, the awesome white label project that introduced themselves on our last community call. There's a link to a doodle poll here if you would like to participate in their meeting this week to present the latest and more thorough updates, what they're doing, and they are looking to get some feedback from our Giveth community. It's looking like the time is most likely going to be 8 a.m. Mountain Time, Costa Rica time, which is 4 p.m. CEST this Wednesday. Also dropped a link here. Maxim added the Gaia Gives project to Giveth, which is great. And then Leela added the Mamos Costa Rica project, which are the indigenous group that Danny mentioned, which is coming here to Costa Rica. And Gaia Gives is donating $5,000 of ETH. And the Four Worlds Institute will also be making a contribution to sponsor a portion of the trip. Awesome. Danny, is there anything else you'd like to mention about Gaia Gives?
No, we just want to share with you our presentation. We're excited.
Amazing.
Looking for
Thank
feedback.
you. Cool. I'm looking forward to that. Okay. So then for communications, at the top here, if you'd like, there's quick links to our Google Drive that houses all of our meeting notes and resources and stuff, and then also a quick link to our content calendar. Excuse me. So the latest and greatest, as a few of us mentioned in our check-ins, we've got an ongoing Calling All Changemakers campaign. You can see here the submissions we've received. As we've been receiving submissions, we've been promoting them in grouped Twitter threads. And we're currently in the process of writing a roundup post to feature the first 6 submissions that we received and aiming to publish this on Medium on Tuesday and then blast it out across social media. So that's exciting. There's currently discussion about continuing the Changemakers campaign. So rather than only hosting it for a month, actually continuing the momentum until we're launching the Give token economy. So that's cool. More on that later as we make a formal decision. Some updates about website design and flow. We've been working with Marco to design some homepage banners. Also discussing pulling site metrics that we can include, like when we hit exciting milestones, like including that on the top of the homepage in the banner. And then, of course, here's the GitHub issue for the type form for obtaining user feedback on the website. We've gotten some mixed reviews, testing out some support bots. So this is a slow-moving issue, but it is moving. Autopilot tool, as you guys heard, Mitch and also Ashley have been doing some awesome work with this new tool and kind of squashing the bugs associated with it. Most of the emails are working great, but we're having some trouble with anonymous donations. So this is a work in progress. So we have a series of how-to videos that we intend to make. One of them is blocked, which there will be more on that later, but we're focusing our first video on how to donate with cryptocurrency. And we decided in the future, if the Transact stuff goes through with fiat integration, then we can create another video, how to donate with fiat currency. Marco designed some really beautiful opening and closing slides to make this video look even more professional and well-branded. We've got a script ready and reviewed, so yeah, probably we'll make some more progress on getting this designed and created this week. And then otherwise, we've just been focusing social media strategy around Medium, Twitter, and Reddit, and engaging with our audiences on those channels on a daily and a weekly basis. Does anyone else have any updates they'd like to share around comms or any questions, something you'd like to see us update you on in the future?
It would be awesome because I think most of those are issues in GitHub. You did include the Typeform one, but I think it would be better for us to harvest, to get our feedback here if we had if we edit those to the notes, if it's not too much work, you know?
Yeah, no problem.
And I'm sorry, like I have to watch the comms call. Like it's some strange time, but I wanted to join forever, but we never seem to make it. So that's a personal sorry.
No worries. Thanks, Kai. That's good feedback. I can make sure that I do that moving forward. Okay, so then moving on to the community circle, Ashley, I'll let you take it and maybe give us an update on how this first RCC meeting went this past week.
It was so much fun watching everybody. We made a Miro board and we kind of like mapped out our ideas and different things. So it was so much fun just like watching everybody put all their stuff down. We kind of ran short on time, so we're gonna pick back up this week and yeah, just mapping out all the different assets and seeing how we can support each other. And it's easy to see all the dots connect. So I'm excited for the things that we can accomplish. And I will put in the scheduling channel the event for this Thursday for the next one for anyone who's interested in joining.
Oh yeah, can you remind me that's on Thursday at what time?
Thursday, 9:30 Costa Rica time.
Okay, thanks.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks so much, Ashley. Okay, cool. So then our next circle, governance, fondly called. Danny, would you like to run us through what the latest proposals that are pending and any updates in here? Just so you know, I did add in a suggested topic here under news for our governance meeting tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that looks great. Yeah, there's the proposal that's up right now is for the Give token current contributor airdrop allocation. It looks like it's got enough votes to pass already. That closes, I think, in about 24 hours. And well, yeah, great. Any other topics for the meeting are very welcome. I'll add this one to the agenda.
Amazing. Thanks, Dan. Does anyone have any other points that they'd like to discuss on the governance call tomorrow that you want to mention right now? I can track it.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about our kind of payment schedule. It's looking like it might be worth considering paying out every 4 weeks instead of every month. And I can go into that in detail more later, but either one is totally fine, but it's something that I had talked about a little bit with Kai and Willie.
Awesome. Thanks, Hannah. Any others? Okay. If you remember things after the meeting, feel free to ping in the governance channel or just message Danny directly and she'll get it added to the agenda. All right, that brings us to the Give token circle. So up at the top here, I've got some helpful resource links. Also, the title Give token just takes you to our main Notion page with all our sprint details and yeah, the whole shebang. But here are some great documents that we reviewed on Willie's recent presentation, as well as notes from that presentation. So yeah, be sure to take a look at that if you would like to dig in more, especially if you weren't able to make Friday's meeting. So the latest and greatest news as far as hiring, as Ashley mentioned during her check-in, and I think Griff, we've got an ongoing hire search for Solidity developers. We were the top listing now, I think, because we were up for a couple days. We're the number 2 listing on cryptojoblist.com. So far, it looks like we've received 6 applications on there. And I see Griff typing an update as we speak. Our job posting will be published for 2 weeks on the Week in Ethereum's newsletter. So that's cool. So yeah, we're definitely getting eyeballs. Ashley has also been doing a lot of direct outreach to get some more publicity going. So if anyone here has any, trusted folks that they would like to share the listing to, or you want to post it on like your personal social media, friends of friends is always a great way to go. So definitely encourage that. An update around DAppNode. So last week we let you know, oh man, our rockstar dev Afri was maybe going to be gone for a few weeks or a few months, but we found out he's just on vacation for a temporary period of time. So phew. We do still want extra dev support though to maximize the dev team wisdom. We have one great potential candidate from Swarm who would come in temporarily. But we do still have a job application out for DevOps blockchain support, and that temporary person would train this new person that we hire in the interim until Afri returns. And then DAppNode, it's like hard to give an accurate estimate, but we're thinking like probably in 6 weeks or so they would launch, and then Giveth is going to observe that launch and how everything goes, and see if there's any adaptations that we can make or should make to make things more efficient and even better. And then we'll follow with our own launch 1 to 3 months after DAppNodes. Griff, since we last spoke a few days ago, is there anything else that you'd like to mention here around DAppNode?
No, I don't think so. They're hacking away pretty hard.
I just wanted to note that it's Afri, because the second one is misspelled, and I hope everyone knows who Afri is. He is really a crazy good guy. He's basically merged everything that's happened in Ethereum before the last year hit went off, but he's one of the main devs of the whole thing. Big up, Afri.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to chime in about the job search. So we do have people who have applied already that look wonderful. I'd love to know what our strategy for interviewing and pre-qualifying some candidates, if there's some that I can let know we won't interview because some of them don't match all of our requirements. But the ones who do match our requirements, it'd be great for somebody to talk to them sooner than later. Even though we'll have more applications coming in, it'd be great to actually start talking to the ones who have already submitted. So whoever wants to do those interviews, let me know. I'm happy to schedule them.
I think I'm the best person to, can we do 2 a week calls on this?
Yeah, I actually, in our private DM, Griff, asked you if you could give me a couple slots that I can book them into.
Perfect. Okay, cool. And I think I'm the best person to take on hiring the smart contract guy.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you wanted to. Amin's been wonderful in the past for interviewing for the other dev positions, but I think for this one, it's got to be you.
Yeah. Cool. We'll do it in the end.
Okay, thanks for that, Danny. All right, and then around givebacks, as I think everyone here is aware, Willie hosted an epic deep dive call on Friday to explore the ins and outs of the Give token, Giveth economy, and the givebacks program specifically. There's a link to the recording on YouTube here if you missed it, or if you just want to watch again and get a deeper understanding. Fabio also has been working on the scripts required to calculate the givebacks program, and he ran a simulation pulling from our database, and there's a link to it here. If you haven't seen that already, he posted it a few days ago in Discord. Update on project verification for the givebacks program. We hosted our second verification party a couple days ago and captured some great notes and also feedback for improvements to the process moving forward. So we're kind of doing the thing and also on a meta level while we're doing the thing, seeing how we can do the thing better and tracking that. All the projects that we reviewed this round were accepted, so that's exciting. We're getting better at understanding what qualifies someone for acceptance, what disqualifies someone. And we'll be sending out acceptance emails early this week. And we're going to test out using the autopilot tool, creating like our email templates in there and kind of automating the process.
Hey, Forrest, are project owners requested to participate in the verification party to answer questions, or is that a Giveth only review of the project candidates?
Yeah, I thought there was maybe some confusion on that in Willie's presentation. It made it sound like we were going to be inviting the project owners while verifying them, which maybe that's something we decide to do in the future. But for now, I feel like the verification parties are for the internal Giveth team to review the projects on call collaboratively. So right now it's been Griff, myself, and Ashley, and then anyone else who would like to participate, you're most welcome to. But I don't like logically see a reason for bringing external projects onto those calls. But Griff or Ashley, if you see another reason, let me know.
Yeah, though it caught my interest because the advantage to it would be project engagement with the owners and getting them more involved. But I can see why not, so it's fine.
I could see like if we have people that would, oh, sorry, go ahead, Griff.
Okay. Right now we're still battle testing the process, and if that's something that seems like it would help, maybe, but also it's not necessarily like nice if we need to reject a project for other projects to be there and be like, oh, you know.
Totally. And like your thought, Danny, kind of brings up for me, like we could consider if we have projects that are rejected in a round, like we could offer a 30-minute call or something that we do where we invite those projects that are rejected and give them some tips on how they could make like better quality project listings, or we can just, once we have the how-to video, we can just send them a link to that just to show them we're like on their team and we want them to succeed. Any other questions around project verification or give back stuff? Okay.
I'm just curious about 3-box integration or like address verification. Is that on the roadmap for Giveth.io at all?
Yeah, I left it as a overview. I was making research, but that's totally in the roadmap.
On this note, we should also look at ceramic, because 3-box will be having another like big update. So I don't know if that's the perfect. Yeah. I don't know if now is the perfect time. Like in 1 month, I think they will launch.
Yeah, I would just stick with. We shouldn't try to be their guinea pigs. Is what I would argue for, and just go with what works now. But it was one of the things that came up in the verification party. That's like, okay, so this person applied, they look great. How do we know that this address is actually their address? You know, so it's a pretty critical piece.
Yeah, we have sprint planning on Wednesday. So I mean, if we want to prioritize this and fast lane it, then we can, right?
Awesome. Yeah, great point. That's definitely something that would be really beneficial to the project verification process. The other update around givebacks is for design. So there's a link here to the Figma mockups. And we're scheduling with Marco this week a design hack session where the team can live review these designs and just discuss feedback and any adaptations. Our next big bucket of updates is around airdrop. So as you can see, like we've completed all the buckets. The current contributors voting was complete, and the Aragon vote for approving this airdrop distribution for the current contributors give back. There's a link to the Google Doc spreadsheet here that is now live. As Danny mentioned, it's 24 more hours. I believe it's received enough to pass, but also would, love your input if you would like. And then we'll be consolidating all this stuff into one master list. So we made progress in the last couple of days around givebacks. Does anyone have any questions or any other updates here that I may have missed? Okay, then we have 11 minutes to receive some updates from Giveth Trace, Giveth.io, and operations. So I'll let Trace take it first.
Thank you. We were at the end of sprint 7. We only made 52% of user stories done, but we just have 1 day left. In comparison to the last sprint that we've done 90% of our user stories, there was a decline. But half of these efforts was bug fixes and hot fixes. So it's going to be a good news for stabling to make the trace more stable. We have a major update of a new version of Feathers. And we also have UI UX improvements like updating conversation, updating rates on donation. We add a new design for gas paid notice, and also we've added buttons of percentage in the slider of donation. And that's it. Thank you.
And search capability of milestone in the campaign.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thanks for the.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, I was going to make the update on Giveth 2, but you didn't go on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just saying thanks for the hard work, guys, and for a really clear update. Yeah, you can go ahead with Giveth.io.
Sorry for it. So no, as a summary, this is the last week of the sprint. So as James mentioned, this Wednesday we should be making the sprint planning. So if you want to come and join and prioritize some of the features that you want us to handle first, you are welcome. And as updates for the application is mainly some bugs that James is handling on the authentication, because Torus had some update that broke some stuff. From my side, I optimized the text the rich text functionality. It's in development, but I still need to fix some stuff on staging, so I'll probably for Wednesday it's ready for testing. Merlin is on to some style things. I'm not sure what's the update, but he'll be there on Wednesday, more likely. And yeah, the last week of the sprint and mainly refactoring and new features. That's it.
Thank you so much, Mateo. I had some audio issues in the middle of your share, so I wasn't able to capture everything. If you are also in this Notion doc and able to put in the bullets that I missed, that would be awesome.
I will do it.
I don't repeat it. All right, and then Kai with operations, do you have any updates to share with us?
Because I didn't join last community meeting, there was a bit before going on. I did. Maya, bitte. Ich muss, lass mich jetzt, ja, lass mich jetzt machen. I'm really sorry, guys. Wait, sorry. All right. The problem is she always, when the waiter starts to speak, she starts to speak. She's quiet all the time in between. I did take the time to go through the new projects, which I will do as a weekly thing now, and thank everyone for voting on what should be disabled. We keep the new projects channel on Discord to talk about those because the Giveth IO event log, I think it should stay a log. We can have some discussion there, but it gets pretty full with all those donation notifications and project creation notifications. And yeah, so if you want to look at like what will be disabled, it will be in new projects. Was there anything else? Let me quickly change, look at the log. There it is. Yeah, we welcome the widget bot. Thank you for testing out like the support thing, the chat widget, Lauren especially, and I think Matteo tested it. I posted it somewhere in Discord, I think in the support channel, so you can look at that. It's one of the things we can add to our arsenal of support things. Yeah. Apart from that, I renamed the support. We have two support channels now. One is called Support Internal, one is called Only Support. And the one that's called Only Support is an open channel that's available to all humans. Human is a role in the Discord. It means like everyone who is part of the server. The internal one is only accessible to what I call the core team, which is all of you guys. Yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kai. Noticing we have 4 minutes left together, and I'm just curious if anything that we have not discussed on today's agenda that would like to be spoken, any other updates or like sections that aren't already on here. Okay, not seeing anything. Maybe we can just close out with like a one word, how you're feeling now after this community call gathering. I will share, I am feeling inspired, and I'll pass it to Ashley.
I am feeling like I need some sort of virtual character after watching this one play. And I will pass it to Kai so I can watch it talk again.
I should make it a service, huh? I see. Griff here. I mean, like, just to expand on this a little, we could hold on full conferences in here. But you know what's actually funny? Like, you only see me because I'm standing in front of a mirror. Look, this is my pad here.
Wow.
and this is all basically
wow.
made by people. Somebody put this Jägermeister here, you know, and like if you were here, you could look at me and I could look at you. So we can hold if we want. So the next social thing we do, we can do it here. Like I said, it's free and you can all join. And I think if I had a webcam, it would actually also capture my head and stuff. Yippee!
Cool.
Drop a link for this. I want to know where this is.
It's called VR Chat. VR Chat. I access it through Steam because I'm a gamer. I have that ready. But if you don't, I think you can just download the client. And I give it to you, James, because you look baffled. That's nice.
Baffled. I love it. I was going to say jealous of the whale, but you know, baffled. Love it. I'll go with that, basically. Grateful. Thank you so much. I pass it to Griff.
Memes! There's a meme party after this, and I'm very excited about it. It's been so good. Let's keep it flowing. I'll pass it to Hannah.
There we go. Yeah, I am feeling inspired, but also motivated So very excited to kind of hopefully get some things done today before the work week starts. And I will pass it to Willie.
Grateful and happy to chat with you right after this thing. Talk to you soon. And I'll pass to Dana.
I'm feeling supported. It's just amazing to see everybody all over all of everything. And I'll pass it to Monique.
I feel more motivated and inspired. I pass it to Amy.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you again after 1 week off, and I have more energy for the rest of the week. Yeah, I pass it to who left? Mitch?
Maybe Mateo?
I'll take it. Oh, okay, Mateo, take it.
Don't worry. Well, for me, thankful and jealous of time because I want to be there. Pass it to you, Mitch.
I feel awesome. Thanks. I'll pass it to Lauren.
I feel relaxed. And I think that's everyone. Pass it to you, Forrest.
Amazing. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for another epic community call. And as Griff mentioned, we've got a meme party after this. So we'll be sharing our memes in the meme channel on Discord, and we will be shaking our tail feathers to the Groovy bot in one of the Discord channels. So